First time in years, there has not been a homicide in 12 days in the city of New Orleans. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Cherise Gibson. Crime analysts think the hot weather and gun law enforcement could be part of the reason for the reduction. Whatever it is, some people say they notice our streets are much more quiet. Eleanor Tabone has tonight's top story.
We ran out of room on the church and on the permanent board, and I write them now on the side of the building in a plexi board, and I've been keeping that up, but I haven't had to update it in a while, really update it, which is great.
2 years after Hurricane Katrina devastated southeast Louisiana, St. Anna's Episcopal Church began writing the names of homicide victims outside the church.
You get a lot of kids here that will come out and see a relative's name up on there, and these are 7 or 8 year olds or 9 year olds, and they'll point out their uncle or their stepdad or their cousin. That's really hard to hear and see a kid do that.
Deacon Luigi Mandile says during the crime surge last year, he was writing nearly 10 names down a week. But in the last 12 days, he hasn't had the heartbreaking task of writing another.
As far as the last few weeks or so, it's really plummeted down by the grace of God.
Mayor Cantrell says murders are down 24%.
We saw fewer violent crimes again in the city of New Orleans, and with this past week, including no homicides and fewer non-fatal shooting victims.
According to Raphael Goyeneche with the Metropolitan Crime Commission, there have been no homicides over the last 12 days, but he says there have been 9 non-fatal shootings. He believes homicides are down because of the excessive heat and NOPD's firearm enforcement program.
Every unsolved crime of violence, particularly fatal and non-fatal shootings, means that the people that did the shootings, if it was a non-fatal shooting, they're going to continue to go after their target.
He also believes after last year's record-breaking bloodshed, criminals have developed a sort of hierarchy.
They have essentially self-regulated. The people that were doing the shooting have asserted their dominance. The people that were being shot at have now recognized that if they're going to be out in public, they're putting themselves at risk.
He was part of the parish, part of the church.
More than 2,000 victims of violent crime are remembered at the church on Esplanade. Victims' loved ones left hoping they won't be forgotten. Eleanor Tabone, Eyewitness News.